Hello friends, myself R.D. Mahajan, Assistant Professor, MIT Aurangabad, presenting my video on the topic De Moivre's theorem. On the topic De Moivre's theorem. Uh, a statement is like this: if n is any real number, then one of the value of cos theta plus I sin theta bracket raised to n is cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Therefore, by using this De Moivre's theorem, we can expand such type of term as cos n theta plus I sin n theta. N is any real number, means it may be a negative integer, it may be positive integer, or it may be in the form of p by q, rational number. Let us see example on De Moivre's theorem. Expand cos theta plus I sin theta raised to minus 4. By applying De Moivre's theorem, expansion of that cos theta plus I sin theta that raised to minus 4 is equals to cos of minus 4 theta plus I sin of minus 4 theta, and that is equals to we know that cos minus theta is cos theta, and therefore it is cos of 4 theta, and sin of minus theta is minus I sin theta, therefore it becomes minus I sin of 4 theta. That is the required expansion by applying De Moivre's theorem. By using De Moivre's theorem, we get this. Second example. Expand cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 7. Here that n is positive integer, real number, and therefore by De Moivre's theorem, expansion of that cos theta plus I sin theta that raised to 7 is equals to, applying this result as cos n theta plus I sin n theta, it becomes cos of 7 theta plus I sin of 7 theta. Expansion by using De Moivre's theorem, or by applying De Moivre's theorem. One more example. Cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 3 by 2. Here that n is in the form of p by q, and therefore applying the De Moivre's theorem, we get cos theta plus I sin theta bracket raised to 3 by 2 is equals to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Here n is 3 by 2, therefore it becomes cos of 3 by 2 times theta plus I sin 3 by 2 times theta. Therefore, with one example, I have explained how we can use de Moivre's theorem, whether it is a negative integer or whether it is a positive integer or whether it is in the form of p by q. For every case, this statement is true, or we can use this de Moivre's theorem. Simplify cos 3 theta plus I sin 3 theta that raised to 4, bracket raised to 4. Second term, cos 5 theta minus I sin 5 theta bracket raised to 4 by 3 divided by cos of 3 by 2 theta plus I sin 3 by 2 theta raised to 2 by 9 and into cos of 4 by 5 theta minus I sin 4 by 5 theta that raised to 10. Therefore, to simplify it, we have to apply de Moivre's theorem, and therefore simplifying each and every term, that cos of 3 theta plus I sin of 3 theta raised to 4, it is equals to cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n is cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Therefore, as per it becomes cos of 4 times 3 theta means it becomes 12 theta plus I sin 12 theta. Okay. Next, cos of 5 theta minus I sin 5 theta that raised to 4 by 3 is equals to, again, cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Therefore, 4 by 3 times 5 theta means it becomes cos of 5 4 is 20 by 3 times theta plus I sin 20 by 3 times theta. Then the expansion for the third term, cos of 3 by 2 times theta plus I sin 3 by 2 times theta that raised to 2 by 9, it is equals to, again by applying de Moivre's theorem, it is cos of n theta plus I sin n theta. Therefore, it becomes cos of 2 by 9 times 3 by 2. Therefore, 2 to get cancelled, it is 3 by 9 means it becomes cos of 3 by 9 times theta plus I sin, again 3 by 9 times theta, and that is equals to, if you simplify it, it becomes 3 by 9 means 1 by 3. Therefore, it is cos of theta by 3 plus I sin theta by 3. And then expansion for the last term, last bracket, it is cos of 4 by 5 times theta minus I sin 4 by 5 times theta that bracket raised to 10, and again applying de Moivre's theorem, we get cos n theta minus I sin n theta. Therefore, it is 10 times 4 by 5. 5 to the 10. Therefore, 2 4 the 8. We get cos of 8 theta after simplification minus I sin 8 theta. And then substituting all the values here, it is equals to expansion for that first bracket is cos of 12 theta plus I sin 12 theta. Expansion for this second one is cos of 20 by 3 times theta minus I sin 20 by 3 times theta divided by it is cos of theta by 3 plus I sin theta by 3, and the expansion for the last bracket is cos of 8 theta minus I sin 8 theta. And then we can simplify it further. We can use this theorem in reverse way also. If we have cos n theta plus I sin n theta, that type of term, then it is equals to cos theta plus I sin theta bracket raised to n. Here n is 12. Therefore, this we can write down as cos theta plus I sin theta that raised to 12. Here this we can take, we can write as cos theta plus I sin theta that raised to minus 20 by 3. This one as cos theta plus I sin theta that raised to 1 by 3, and this one as cos theta plus I sin theta that raised to minus 8. And then as basis say for all the term, we can add the power, and therefore adding the power we get cos theta plus I sin theta that raised to, here it is 12 minus 20 by 3. If you transfer, it becomes minus 1 by 3 and plus 8, and therefore it is equals to cos theta plus I sin theta bracket raised to 12 plus 8, it is 20 minus 21 by 3, and therefore it is cos theta plus I sin theta that raised to 21 by 3 is 7. 20 minus 7, we get here 13. And then once again applying de Moivre's theorem, we have final answer as cos n theta plus I sin n theta. It becomes cos of 13 times theta plus I times sine of 13 theta as the required answer, or simplified form. Therefore, with the help of all these 4 examples, I have explained how we can use that De Moivre's theorem, either to expand it or to simplify it. If you are watching my videos, please like and share it, as well as subscribe to my channel for new videos. Thank you very much.